Cape Town Mayor Geordin Hill-Lewis says the 700 Metro police officers that are graduating today will play a pivotal role in fighting crime in 93 wards of the city. Hill-Lewis says returning to basics with neighbourhood policing and working with SAPS is key in fighting the scourge of crime. A meeting with the Acting Minister of Police, Advocate Firoz Cachalia, is also expected to take place later this week to address, among others, the major escalations of gang-related violence. Our reporter Mariska Botha is at that event.
We're coming to you from the Athlone Stadium, where there's great excitement as over 700 Metro Police officers will officially graduate today. And they will, of course, be part of a major program for the entire city. 93 wards will be each distributed with a number of these officers to start working in those neighbourhoods, to form a closer bond with the neighbourhood, but also with other law enforcement agencies to help ensure a safer city. That is the plan. Let's speak now to Mayor Geordin Hill-Lewis about this program and exactly what it all entails. Mayor, thank you so very much for your time. We know you're very busy. Mayor, just in a nutshell, why is this program important for the city?
Well, for a long time, neighbourhoods have been saying that they would like officers who are dedicated to them, to their neighbourhood, so that they can know Officer A is my officer. We can reach out, we can build relationships with our neighbourhood watch, and so on. And so it's obviously been difficult for us to do that because it's very costly. But this year we decided to make that investment, and this represents that investment. This is 18 months of work in the planning and training. And today we welcome these awesome officers. It's wonderful to have all their families and friends here, to see them graduate, and now they go and they're deployed out in the streets of Cape Town.
How will this contribute to making the city safer, especially in those areas where we've seen a major flare-up of gang violence?
So I think the notion of good old-fashioned community policing has been all but lost in South Africa. The idea that you have officers that work in your community, that they know where are the areas that we need to focus on in your ward? Who are the usual suspects? Who are the naughty kids? Get to know them and get to spot them and intervene early, hopefully. So this is the start of that, and I really think that it will make a positive difference in communities where we haven't had the LEAP deployment. Obviously, the LEAP deployment continues, so there will still be those large concentration of officers in your gang hotspots. And they will get extra officers now from this deployment. But this also goes to every community in the city. It's evenly spread, 5 officers for every ward in Cape Town, a sergeant for every ward to manage those 5 officers. And I really do think that will make a meaningful, positive difference in every community in the city.
Will they be working closely with SAPS, for example?
They will be working closely with SAPS. They will introduce themselves to the local station commander. They will introduce themselves to the neighbourhood watch. They will do, if SAPS needs help, they will be available to assist. They are there to do community level policing. And that really is, I think, so far as I know, a first in South Africa. Of course, we know that armed response companies do this and people pay for that kind of localized patrolling. But now we will actually have an official law enforcement agency doing that as well, which I think is exciting.
Maybe just lastly, we know the Acting Minister of Police, Mariska Botha, is here. Will there be an opportunity for the city to sit down with him?
Yes, he's spending most of the week here, and I'm seeing him along with the Premier. We are seeing him on Thursday afternoon. And of course we will discuss a couple of hot button issues, the huge escalation in gang violence and what SAPS is doing to respond to that. The really concerning deterioration and meltdown in the SAPS leadership, I think, has to be on the agenda. And then, of course, I think the biggest thing for me is going to be the devolution of investigative powers, so that officers like these that we are welcoming today can actually help investigating those crimes, take some of the load off the shoulders of the extremely overburdened SAPS detectives, and make sure that we actually get higher conviction rates for priority crimes like guns, like gangs, and drugs. And if we can just get higher conviction rates just on those 3 categories of crimes, already life will be better and safer in Cape Town.
That was, of course, the Mayor of Cape Town. Thank you very much, Mr. Mayor, for your time. They are speaking to us about the 700 officers that will be deployed as of tomorrow, as you heard him say there. Every ward, in fact, 93 wards across the city will each get 5 officers that will have particular powers. They have the full power according to the law that is allowed them, except, of course, as Mayor described there, which the city has been calling for devolution of powers, so that there is investigative powers added to the mandate of especially Metro Police officers. So a number of officers will be deployed across the city of Cape Town, and of those 93 wards, as I said, each will get 5 officers that will be closely working with all law enforcement agencies in and around all the neighbourhoods that was mentioned there.